Morning, gang. Hope you're all doing well. So I'm going to give you 6 predictions that I've got for the 2023 Yankees today. Okay, and things might change because the offseason is not over yet. But at this point, I don't think any move the Yankees make at this point will be impactful enough to change these predictions. But one way or another, I'll keep you posted on these moves. So if you're not subscribed to the channel and you want to know the moves, or you just enjoy this content, I hope that you'll do that before you leave. And if you do that and you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. It's not only helpful to the channel, but it shows that you find the content enjoyable and encourages me to continue to put out valuable stuff and good stuff. And I really, really want to make this channel better than it was in 2022. So, and for those, I've had some comment recently about some folks asking me to put a Yankee backdrop and all this stuff. I have one. Okay, but I'm in the midst of starting an addition on the house, and I'm actually going to have a room dedicated to the Yankees. So you'll eventually have a more consistent background behind me to be more Yankee specific. So just hang in there, gang. I want to continue to put out good content for you. I will have a more consistent background for you like some of the other channels do. So I thank you for your patience one way or another. But now let's get to these predictions, okay? Number 1, I think the Cy Young Award winner is going to come out of the Bronx this year. Okay, with the addition of Carlos Rodon, I think it's going to remind me of, well, it does remind me of when Gerrit Cole was traded to the Astros, and when him and Justin Verlander became like a 1-2 punch or dynamic duo, and he made Justin Verlander better, and Verlander made him better. They pushed each other, and they had great seasons, and either one of them could have won the Cy Young Award winner. I have a feeling the same thing is going to be here in New York with the addition of Carlos Rodon. Now, I'm not discounting Nestor Cortes, because he had a great year last year, and he might propel himself forward too. But I think one of the Cy Young Award winners is either going to be Carlos Rodon or Gerrit Cole, and I'm pretty. I feel pretty good about that. I think that they're going to push each other and make each other better. And I do hope with good health and good performance of the Yankees, those two guys are going to be instrumental in leading this team, hopefully, to the promised land this year in 28. So. That's the plan, right? Number 28, so we'll see what happens. But I think the Cy Young Award is coming out of the Bronx. Number 2, I think there's going to be 3 guys again with 30-plus home runs. Okay? Judge, Rizzo, Stanton. I think Judge is probably going to get to the point, maybe he's probably about 40, 45. And I think Stanton will probably be close to 35, and Rizzo probably close to 30. But that could be off as well. But I do think those guys are going to stay healthy enough and productive enough to be over 30 home runs again. And again, adding that 3-headed monster power punch to this offense. So I feel pretty good about that one too. And with Rizzo back, with Judge back, and with Stanton hopefully staying healthy again, I think it's going to be instrumental to this offense. So that's prediction number 2. Prediction number 3, I think the bullpen's going to be elite again. And I think there's going to be similar, like a 3-headed monster there as well. You got Luetge, you have Michael King, and Clay Holmes. Now, a couple things to point out. I mean, Clay Holmes, he did wear down. He got tired last year after playing about 63-plus innings. I still think he's going to throw probably 50 innings or something like that. And I think with the addition of a healthy Michael King, it's going to make that more possible. And I think King will be, at the same time, they're going to be careful with King too. But with Luetge at 12, you might have 3 guys with 15, 20, 25 saves. You might possibly have that. So we just don't know. But either one of those 3 guys will be able to save games on a somewhat regular basis. And I think with the addition of Tommy Kahnle, which will act as a little bit of a neutralizer, and his best stats are in the 9th inning, actually. He has a career sub-3 ERA in his entire career in the 9th inning. So he could be another guy to make it either easier for these guys to save games or for him to save games himself. So I like the addition of Tommy Kahnle on a low-risk move. And they have a bunch of other guys as well. And I still think they're not done in the bullpen. I think they're going to add somebody probably on the left-handed side. But, again, there's 7 weeks left, so there's still work to be done. There's still moves to be made. So we'll see what happens there. And obviously, anything that comes out, you'll get it here. So that's prediction number 3. Excuse me, I have 5 predictions, not 6. Next is either one of Torres or Hicks or Johnson get traded for something or somebody, maybe relief pitching or depth pieces or something like that, or prospects or whatnot. Most likely Torres. I don't see at this point 2 of them being traded, or all 3 of them, despite what a lot of us fans would like, unfortunately. But that could be happening too, and again, or that could happen. And I said this recently too. I think Hicks and Donaldson will probably be considered towards the end of the offseason when all the other options run out on the trade market. When guys have been traded or guys are not going to be traded, and teams are like, you know what, I guess we have to look at Donaldson and Hicks because of the potential production or the value that they might have to our team, and the Yankees will have to likely fork up a prospect and eat a chunk of their contracts, and it is what it is. And if they get some payroll relief, it'll be better than no payroll relief. So I do think one of them gets traded, most likely Gleyber Torres, because he's the one that actually has trade value. So, and prediction number 5 is I think the Rookie of the Year candidate's going to come out of New York too. Okay? Either a candidate or a favorite or the winner for Rookie of the Year. Either Anthony Volpe or Oswald Peraza. I was going to include Oswaldo Cabrera, but he passed the threshold. If you have 130 at-bats or 50 innings pitched in a season, then you're no longer eligible for Rookie. So he was at like 155 or something like that. Just surpassed the threshold last year. So otherwise, I would have included Oswaldo Cabrera on this list. But I do think Oswald Peraza, if these guys are given a shot, or Anthony Volpe will be in the running for a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year. So those are my kind of early off-season predictions. They might change. And then once we have the full lineup and the full roster set, then that might change as well. I will be putting out player stat projections for starting rotation, the offense, bullpen, and everybody else in short time this week, actually. So, starting this week. So, you know what to do if you don't want to miss it. And again, load up the comments here. Let me know if you have different predictions of your own or projections, and whether you agree with mine or whether you have other players in mind or whatever it might be. All right, let's have this discussion. Let's talk about it. It's going to be fun. All right, so let's go Yankees. And again, may this year, 2023, be better and bigger for you. Talk to you later.